Aiden, thanks for coming to the camp. I really appreciate it. Really enjoyed working with you, and I'm excited to find some more things to work on. Right now, power to your back leg. You're doing a good job. I want you to be below 110, and you're really sitting into this back leg at 100, 101. So that's a fabulous start to all of this stuff. So you're doing a great job. As you get into the next phase, this external rotation at plant leg. So you literally plant. Let's measure your knee, and we have a little bit of variance, but it's very small. We're talking about 9 degrees. So, really small stuff, but you could solidify this front leg a little bit better. What you're going to have to do is get this knee to be on this angle right here. Right there. So this knee, your butt is actually possibly weak. Your glute is weak, and that's what's going to pull your butt's actually going to pull your knee outside or externally, and that's what you need to help to solidify. So actually, you need to strengthen your butt. You wouldn't think you need to strengthen your butt, but yeah. So that's it. Moving into the next phase. So front knee, external rotation of the front leg. This angle right here is actually something that's pretty fabulous. Not a lot of people have. It's 120 degrees. Reminds me of Tim Lincecum, where he takes that big long stretch. But here's the difference between that. When you get here, you do a good job of staying on the ground, but you're transferring all this energy into this front leg, and all the energy is not going to escape. It's actually staying there. 118 degrees is very low. So when you plant, you need to plant with this front leg almost straight, so that this knee comes back and you're able to drive through with that chest, almost like a catapult. So that front leg is not stopping properly the way that it should, and so it's taking a lot of energy. A lot of this energy is seeping out of this front leg, and it's taking away from the energy in the ball. If that makes any sense. So that front knee, really want you to work on that. That's going to be 2 or 3, maybe even 4 miles an hour that you're getting just from getting the front knee right. Okay? So now let's move on to the next one. That's going to be your posture at ball release. Posture at ball release, this is who you are. This is how you throw. Now let's get you back here. This is your head tilt now. And let's see how far your head moves. What I'd like to see happen is that you come back here a little bit further, and then my head movement is very minimal. We solidify that front knee, and then you're going to rotate better around that front leg. Okay, so if posture needs to improve, get into that right position. Next one is going to be launch. So let's look at your launch here. Your launch is sitting really over your front toe, and that's why that front knee is going to be so important. The front knee is not coming back, and that's not allowing you to extend. I really got to get you to extend as far as you can, and that's what's going to improve your movement, your late break movement on the ball, your velocity, your arm health. All those great things happen out here past your front foot. So if you're not doing that, it's really because of your front knee. So you have flexibility in your hips, but we just need to harness that and get them in the right position. So looking back into this, let's look at your stacking. Your knees inside, you're doing a great job, but look at where your upper body is. Your upper body's almost going forward. I want to make sure that your upper body's staying back, so I want this angle right here. I want to move your head back to this to really stack this head over that front foot. And then as you drive forward, you're planning, this leg is solidifying, coming back, and then everything drives through. You can go crazy out of that. So I think you need to stack better with your upper body. Your lower half's great. Your upper half is good, but could be great. I want to stack further back. Okay? Looking into this front glove, let's look at your front glove. You're not really clearing as you're doing. Let's see. It's not as active as I want it to be. It's a little bit low, and I'd like to see this stay high, stay pinched. That's going to help you rotate around your front side. That's your leverage. If you don't have that leverage with that front glove, it's going to be very hard to rotate around. So that's something I definitely want you to work on for sure. It's something that could help you. So front glove, definitely work on that. Okay, so let's look at your high elbow. Let's see what happens. I think you're right on track. Boop, off the shoulder to the shoulder to the elbow. Look pretty good. Okay, so you're right at 180. I don't see a huge issue here. You're rotating together with your chest. I just got to get you to continue to rotate, and that front knee is really bogging everything down. So that's going to affect a lot of different things. If we fix that front knee, all of these other things are going to be affected in a positive way. So no high elbow. Let's look at your chest extension here. And you can see how your knee's so bent. 37 degrees. I'd like for you to be 49 degrees. I want to close that gap by 3 or 4 inches. You'd get that 3 or 4 inches in a heartbeat, if not into the 50s, if you can get that front knee back. And there's drills to fix that front knee. We're just going to have to focus on solidifying and staying tight. All right, last thing we're going to talk about, chest extension. We got, here's your arm fly out. Let's see if you have one first. So you have lay back here. I'm going to take a cross section of your elbow. Let's see what happens. Arm comes out, and I stay bent, which is good. Your arm's staying bent, and I want to reduce this just a tad, maybe just a few inches right in here. Keep that elbow bent, and the reason why it's not continuing to rotate forward is because this chest stops right here, and it's getting bogged down by that knee. If the knee came back, your chest would drive, your elbow would drive, your wrist would drive, and you might not fly out. So it might have something to do with that front knee as well. It's crazy how the stuff on the front side or the lower half affects the upper body so much. And it's just, one thing affects the other. It's cause and effect, and there's so many different factors. So that's going to help you drive through with that chest. The chest kind of stays there. I want you to continue to drive and get through that bowl. So I hope, definitely have an arm fly out. That's something I want you to work on. Hopefully all this stuff, we can put this stuff together and you can work on this. And over the course of next few years, you could be a completely different pitcher. And that's going to be something that takes you to the next level. I hope to be a part of your career. Thanks for having me up there in Indiana, and I'll talk to you soon.